About to get started here. Now the starting pitcher in this one, number 52. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Ball one.
First pitch, 4-10.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball to strike. And that is out of play. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And ball one to the right fielder. The Mets looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
That one outside. 2-0.
2-0.
Judge waits. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away. Right through there for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
One out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. It's the Yankees 0, Mets coming to bat. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Marcus Stroman. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy. And in Nimmo, leading things off and takes a strike. And it's 1-1. And that's through there for a strike. Got him swinging. Here's Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. There's a strike.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Goldie. He'll do it himself. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Juan Soto in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Esquera down to first with it. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started, and here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
The next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
And now 2-1. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That's a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First pitch, and he just misses. Chisholm throws right, bats left, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Bahamas. Second inning here, no score.
Strike! Woo! 1-1.
And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 6, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Chisholm, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
And a foul ball. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And here's the catcher, J.C. Esquera. Swing and a ground ball. Beatty to first. And that is the inning. The Yanks lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. And quickly one away in the 2nd.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. That's towards center. Bellinger should have this one. Makes the catch for the out.
That is his catcher, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
0-1.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll move to the third with no score.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode.
Yeah, we in goal mode, never going slow mode.
Going, we in goal mode. Going.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And that one ripped into right. One away. Here's DJ LeMahieu. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one fouled off. Top of the third, no score. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two down, nobody on. And strike two. That one the other way. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check, and we're still knotted at 0. Stroman back to work. And misses inside. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. That misses, and that's ball 3. There's a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Smoked on the ground to second. Over to Goldie. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting eighth, second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio now. That's in there. 0-1. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Ground ball right side. Goldie. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Foul ball there.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
That one just misses. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Back now with the Subway Series. Aaron Judge at the plate. Judge working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Outside low, 1-0.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
And Judge spoils that one. This one smoked, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Soto pulls that one down. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Struck out swinging his first time.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
Two outs. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fourth inning underway. No score. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him looking. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the fourth. Now here is Brandon Nimmo. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one way inside. That one to first. Goldie. He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 so far. On the ground to first. Goldie steps on first for the out. And now it's Juan Soto. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Two down, nobody on. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that one is gone. His second home run of the series. It's 1-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Number 70, the rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. Williams, the right-hander, also getting loose. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that clips the inside corner. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now with the Subway Series. All set for the start of the inning. Paul Goldschmidt now. Goldie goes 6 feet 3 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. There's the strike.
You know, these Yankees finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Oh, 2 now. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
J.C. Esquera getting ready to hit. That's in there. 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. Two outs. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Clips the corner. That's strike two.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The shortstop takes the ball. A swing and a soft liner. Nice grab. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, number 70. On for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Torrens stands in now and watches strike one. On the inside corner for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Safe at third. Moves up on the pass ball.
Oh, that right there looked like a cross-up behind the plate. Maybe something to do with changing the signs with a runner on second. That, or he just boxed it. Either way, this guy's up to third with nobody out. Good opportunity here.
Torrens, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Next one misses. Ball one.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And he chases that one. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fastball for a strike. Pitch misses there, and a count even 1-1. And it stays fair. Taylor races for second. The throw in. He's in there.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. Ball one there.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. That misses the zone. 2-1. And that one is inside. Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. Edge of the zone for a strike. And now 3-2.
Cancel.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 5. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back now with the Subway Series. DJ LeMahieu to start it off. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Up the middle, Lindor. Now 1 gone at the top of the 6th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Dominguez at the plate and takes high there. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Nope, ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. The Yankees trailing by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one blasted deep to right. Soto moving back for it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting right fielder Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now, 1 for 2. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And Judge spoils that one. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the 6th, and now it's Frankie Lindor.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished. Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that drops in for a strike. And they'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Up and in. Now 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
In there for strike 1.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Here's Pete Alonso. His home and away splits there. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one wrapped foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
2 outs. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Catcher has it, fires to first. Reaches out for the tag, and that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 7th, and here comes Bellinger. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
The 0-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The Yankees looking to rally. And that's in the dirt.
2 straight.
Got him swinging on the curveball, and he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Stanton stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Third baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Hard hit to third. Oh, the throw is over his head.
He's safe.
Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Now batting, the first
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Breaking ball misses down and away.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Pitch misses. 3-1 now.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The tying run at the plate. The other way, Mauricio throws to first in time, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. Out number 3. One left for the Yankees. They trail things here 2-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Devin Williams.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now here is Jeff McNeil. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Pitch is in the dirt. 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Torrens in the box again. Takes a strike. McNeil aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. This one looks like trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. And they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. That's in for a strike.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Man at second. That one ripped left field, raging back towards the wall. And that's going to bang against the wall. Torrens around third. Relay throw home. Head first slide, and he's sitting. And it's 4-0.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Devin Williams done for the day. And he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tim Hill.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. A switch hitter batting right. pitch to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 4th home run of the season. It's 6-0.
Feel that swing from the boot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. There's a strike at the knees. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Fastball is outside. Stays alive. That's down and in.
Okay.
And that's low for ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
When you go that deep into an at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. In for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to short, could be 2. Slings to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Francisco. Lindor comes up to the plate. That's in there, and that is strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Inside, 1-2 to count.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bellinger moving under it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
So a man aboard. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Inside, just missed. In there at the knees for a strike. Taylor at second with 2 down. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Yankees nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Reed Garrett.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And now the catcher comes up to him, J.C. Esquera.
Number 25.
So why they dish, don't nobody play positions. The hand I was dealt, play it like it's space, running towards the well.
And that's in there at the knees. Garrett is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Foul tip into the mix, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Volpe in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Taylor snags it for the second out. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well. They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Grounds one to short. Throws to first.
Yep,
and that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 1 for 3. Loaisiga goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Nicaragua. That one at triple digits. That one missing inside. Loaisiga fires. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 and 2.
Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Next is the designated hitter, Jeff McNeil. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
You're out.
Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now a chance for Luis Torrens. Base knock center field, and that extends the inning.
Third baseman, Brett Beatty.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That one's in there. Strike one. Torrens leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And ball 1. Next offering misses down and away. And that's outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. He's already homered here in this one. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
There's a strike. Now 2-1. First and second, 2 down. That's ripped. Base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Tyrone Taylor digs in now. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he went around. Ruled a swing. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double as a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning. So
back to the top of the order. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts and 2 groundouts. That one misses, and that's ball one. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Hey, doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Next pitch is outside.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Next offering is down low. Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Mets.
Three and two.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Reaching for it, makes the catch. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Yankees nothing. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Swings and misses. And that's strike 2. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Here comes Aaron Judge.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just to swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And it's fouled away. Next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
1 strike away. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul.
Ball 2.
And there's a ball.
Count's full.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Lined into right. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take this one in a blowout.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone hit me with lace. Again, shake this, take